What if the story of Death Note didn't end in that warehouse? What if Nier was wrong? What if the plan failed? What if Light Yagami was never exposed? What if Kira won? Not symbolically, not temporarily, but completely. This is not a story about a chase. That game already ended. This is the story that begins after God has already won. And in a world where no one dares to challenge Kira, another genius appears. Not as L, not as a detective, not as an enemy. He appears only after victory. His name is Lelouch Lamperouche. Years pass. Violent crime nearly disappears. Crime syndicates collapse overnight. Dictators die of sudden heart attacks. Wars end without explanation. People still laugh, they still work, they still live their lives. But everyone knows something is watching. Humanity doesn't behave well because it wants to be good. It behaves well because it doesn't want to be chosen. Light Yagami now works within the government. Calm, perfect, untouchable. Inside his desk drawer rests a black notebook. He opens it, looks at it for a moment, then closes it. Not today. The world obeys on its own now. He no longer needs to kill every day. This is justice. One day, a lecture begins circulating online. It doesn't oppose Kira. It doesn't condemn him. It doesn't even mention his name. It asks a single question. If humans act morally only because they fear punishment, are they still choosing to be good? The speaker is calm, measured, unafraid. His name is Lelouch Lamperouche. He never calls himself Kira's enemy. He never mentions the Death Note. He never challenges God. He simply asks and lets the question remain. Light watches the lecture, reads the essays, tracks the discussion. Nothing's illegal, nothing's punishable, and worst of all, nothing is afraid. People don't protest, they don't rebel, they think. Lelouch doesn't form a resistance. He doesn't start a movement. He doesn't demand change. He creates space for humanity to ask itself, if Kira disappeared tomorrow, would we still choose to be good? This is something Light has never faced before. An undeniable criminal is arrested, clear evidence, name and face broadcast worldwide. The world waits. Light opens the notebook. His pen hovers above the page, and for the first time, he hesitates. Not out of mercy, but because the question remains unanswered. The criminal lives. The world notices. Not outrage, not rebellion, silence. For the first time, God is unsure. Light tries to find Lelouch, but the more he searches, the clearer the truth becomes. Lelouch is not a target. He is not a symbol. He does not stand on a stage. He is an idea, and ideas cannot be written into a notebook. Light realizes the truth too late. He conquered the world through fear, but fear cannot sustain belief forever. One night, Light sits alone. The Death Note lies open before him. There is a name he could write instantly, but he doesn't. Not because he lost, not because he was caught, but because he finally understands. A God who must kill to remain believed in is no longer a God. If the world is peaceful, but humanity is afraid to think, is that truly justice? Or is it simply a cage humanity accepted because it was comfortable?